Today we're talking about the chess mistake of bringing out the queen early. We're going to look at it from black's perspective here. I'm playing as white. As you can see, second move, black decides to bring out the queen. Now the queen can be effective if it's got like another piece, let's say a rook or a bishop. If it's in front of that and it just needs one move to make checkmate, it doesn't have any of that stuff here, so you want to try to keep the queen back and utilize it because the queen can do not just a number of stuff offensively, but the queen can defend multiple pieces, which is one of the nice things about the piece. It's a very valuable piece, and you can also use it for a lot of checkmate combinations, either with rook, knight, or bishop, or even the king or a pawn. So this is a big mistake, bringing out the queen early here. We'll see why. As you can see, I'm playing as white. I'm just simply developing here. I almost go for knight takes e5, but I decide to just play simple, play with a pawn. And then black makes a mistake of pushing the pawn here. Well, not really a mistake. I decide to just stay with the development here. We'll bring out the big pieces later. But you can see black decides to take right there. And after thinking it over, I decide to capture with a knight. And then now black's queen is in a lot of trouble here. It needs to get over to the other side of the board and get into safety. There's a lot of bad spots you can begin by bringing this out. And unfortunately, and if you're a beginner too, all it takes is one little mistake. You may not see something and then it kind of messes up. So you can see black goes right there and then it's captured by the bishop. All of a sudden black's down material, but more importantly than being down material, black has no control of the center now, all compounded by bringing out the queen early. Could have brought out some pieces and had a fighting chance, but now the king is in trouble.
Check.
And as you can see, it's only a matter of time before it becomes checkmate. I actually missed a move right here. I should have played queen takes the knight, because the knight's protected by the knight on e4. But I missed that move. But anyway, simple point.
Check.
You don't want to bring your queen out early because it leads to bad outcomes unless you're combining it with some other pieces, but you want to develop those early on.
Checkmate.
Here's a second example of why not to bring out the queen early, which white does here. This player's rated 1150, so not as prone to mistakes, but obviously a big mistake here. As black, we're going to develop a knight, and we're going to develop the other knight there. Okay, putting pressure on the f7 pawn. I decided to bring out the bishop to c4 right there, putting a ton of pressure on the queen. They decide to move the queen forward there. Just other options I could have gone with here, to which I decided to play pawn forward there, putting pressure on the queen again. And I believe there's only a couple flight squares here. You could play g3, I believe, safely, but then I could put more pressure. You could also play a4. Unfortunately, in the heat of the moment, white decides to play to b4 right there and loses the queen, and at that point white resigns. So another example of why you shouldn't bring out the queen early, as it also, even if they escape from that, it's going to limit their options, as I can develop a lot of pieces there and develop a winning position. So anyway, that's going to wrap it up. Would like to thank you for watching and wish you good luck.